So, still rep grinding. Still a huge pain in the ass. It's going to take a while. I guarantee you that. Like I said in one of my other videos, it's the insane and the membrane achievement. It takes a while. Um, but no. It's been a while since I talked. Well, to me at least. And it's hard to find times for me to get Chiante over. Homework takes up a fair amount of my time, so I can't really get over to doing Penumbra as much as I want to. Hell, I haven't been able to much at all. Especially when I want to. I don't want to do it during the day. I like it. I want to do it in the dark, you know? Much better atmosphere. But I've been thinking about where I want this channel to go. What sorts of things that I want to put on it. And I am thinking about the probability of doing... I've already talked about doing creepypasta. And that's been well received by the people I've shown. And a couple of concerns were brought up about it. But for the most part, it was very well done, they thought, after comparing it to such likes as Mr. Creepypasta, Creepypasta Senior, Creeps McPasta. And I've actually had several of my friends tell me, "You sound a lot like Mr. Creepypasta." And I don't see that at all, but you know, other people. So, I'll take it as a compliment. So I've considered doing more creepypasta. Editing that last one was kind of a pain, but hey, no pain, no gain with this sort of thing. I've also considered the possibility of doing roleplay talks. And I don't know if I've mentioned this before or not, but I like to roleplay on forums. And there's a number of things that, especially like as a tutorial for people who are just getting into it. I'm not saying grammar, spelling, any of that. I'm talking about understanding character skeletons, understanding god modding, metagaming, all those basic terms. Because there was a new person in one of the role plays I'm in. New person to role playing. And he was basically god modding. It wasn't anything serious. He wasn't taking control of characters for the most part, but he was very much so assuming that someone was in the room and he was interacting with them when they weren't in the room yet. And they had yet to get in. Now, that's very minor sorts of god modding. Very minor. So I talked to him about it. I talked to him about the terms. I told him what he was doing and that it wasn't a good thing, basically. And he understood it. And we edited the post, and like I said, it was catching it before it became something major, making sure that before it became something horrible, that was nipped in the bud. And some people don't understand these terms, and some people do that. I admit that when I first started role-playing, that maybe I did make characters who were a little bit overpowered and did sort of god mode. I admit that. But when it comes to me, I usually like to just make characters that I enjoy. And, you know, I came up with an idea and I went with it. And, you know, if it was considered god moding, then that's fine. I understand that. I know when it is and when it isn't. But, you know, I mean, sometimes you can get away with it. And sometimes, like I said, sometimes it's just for the sake of character development. In fact, there's one roleplay I've got right now I've got a character who's basically all-powerful when it comes to certain things. But the simple fact of the matter is that he doesn't want to use it. His personality quirks say, I'm not going to use off all this crazy immense power that I have. I'm not going to, but I can still do it. I can defend myself effectively if need be. So I want to do some roleplay talks as tutorials for anyone who wants to do roleplay, forum roleplay, or even any sort of D&D roleplay. I may do some talks about that and just delineate it into D&D and forum roleplay. I may even do a DM section for Dungeon Masters for things to do. So roleplay talks, more creepypasta. I'll actually probably start getting into doing some more serious stuff. Lately, I admit that I've been listening slash watching The Amazing Atheist, T.J. Kirk, and I rather like him. I mean, I've probably mentioned before that I'm not exactly a believer of much of. I'm not really exactly God material or anything like that. I'm not a Christian or anything like that. But I'm also not going to say I'm an atheist. I'm more of an agnostic than anything. And I mean, he brings up a lot of serious points, and I share a lot of his views. But point of the matter is that he got me wanting to do some more serious things. And I've already done a few more serious things on here, and I'm really wanting to do more. So that's going to be my plan. More than just games, some serious talking, more creepypasta, and maybe some roleplay tutorials for people who would want to do that. So that's some more plans for the futures, other than a couple more Let's Plays and fun stuff like that. Might even just showcase me playing Skyrim because, fuck yeah, Skyrim. um, I don't know. There may be some other things that crop up every now and again. But that's just a quick update for where I have plans to go for further in this channel over the past couple of weeks. So, see you guys later.